Welcome, curling fans, to the Utica Curling Club. It's Sunday, February the 22nd, and we are on air live to broadcast the finals of the Marie Cobb. Our mixed tournament, the GNCC event that's been running since the 1950s and to the present time. And we're in our opening ceremonies with the piper out on the ice, and soon to be followed by the Canadian and American national anthems, sang by Teal LaBarbera. Ceremonial toast and offering of the ice. Always a goose pimply moment at the start of curling tournaments with the piper. Very, very nice. Teal LaBarbera with the national anthems of both Canada and the United States. And now a ceremonial pop for all the curlers, which I believe can either be drambuie or apple juice for those who don't want to have an alcoholic beverage. I'd like to just take a moment to thank the Utica Curling Club for putting on another great event. Conrad and Ioka Law did an absolute great job this weekend, and good time was had by all. Good food, good camaraderie, and of course good curling. And we're down to the finals. It's always nice to play on Sunday morning. Long weekend, and everybody's a little tired at this point, but you find a way to get the adrenaline going to have a good game.
The ice is yours. Good curling.
And the ceremonies are out of the way, and now we're ready for some curling action. Our A event final is between the rink from Peterborough. That's Andy Stazak, Sue Collins. Andy Stazak, the skip. Sue Collins, the vice. Glenn Hours is the second, and Michelle Greer is the lead. And Philadelphia 1 poses Joe Phillips as the skip. Nancy Garriston Vanderhoop is the vice. Roland Garriston Vanderhoop is the second, and Cindy Bush is the lead. And we're just going to refer to Nancy and Roland as Nancy and Roland from here. That's kind of a mouthful, and I wanted to honor them by saying their full names before the event started. And
good morning, everybody. Doug Smith out here today. Julie Shinatry is going to be joining us for the broadcast in a few minutes. She was down on the ice. Nancy and Roland, you'll see their abbreviation. They asked us to put GVDH up on the board, Dave. So you'll see that in our scoreboard later on in the game.
Kind of like John Van Briesbroek. And the B event final, which is on sheet 4, poses Utica 1. That's club champs Mike Kessler, Ann Stolman, Kevin Stevens, and Karen Rogowski versus Burlington 3, Bob Mahan, Kim O'Malley, Mike O'Malley, and Kim Vandervelde.
And Mike was indicating earlier, Dave, he was pressing for live sheet 4 coverage. So we'll try to get some live look-ins for Mike.
Absolutely.
Yep.
We aim to please. And Julie has just joined us in the booth.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
There you are.
Hey. Huh? How's everybody this morning? Doug, you
just
feeling
great.
better?
I'm feeling a little better, but I'm going to relax the voice and just probably engineer most of the way today. So leave it for you guys to.
Gotcha. Game effort. Our master technician, Doug Smith, has been under the weather with what I believe is an upper respiratory scenario, and he really gamely showed up today to make sure that we could get this over the airwaves. So we give him a lot of credit for hanging in there.
Yeah, and our one of our regular commentators, Club President John Jacobs, playing in one of the finals today.
Yes, he is.
Against his wife, Laura.
Wow, we'll see who's going to prevail there. So, game underway. And Team Philadelphia is throwing first here. Lead Cindy Bush throwing her first stone. And we are underway. Little light rock there. Didn't make the hog line. Kind of customary of a curling game for the ice to be a little slow at the onset.
Yeah, we did have one. We had a B semifinal that went an extra end on this sheet.
Very exciting. Not a quick turnaround time. They didn't get a chance hardly to catch their breath, but they're finding a way to gather up the energy to get right back out on the ice.
Yeah, both B semifinals went into an extra end, so they both played the same number of ends this morning, so it should be interesting.
Absolutely. And now Team Peterborough's lead, Michelle Greer, has thrown a corner guard with her first rock in a nicely placed corner. Skip Joe Phillips indicating to Cindy Bush that he'd like the center guard.
So Philadelphia was very well represented here this year. We want to thank the folks from the Philadelphia Curling Club that sent so many teams. We really appreciate it. Shout out to RCMP, Burlington, Nashua, Richmond Hill, Rockville. Everybody made the trip. Thanks. Schenectady. Buddies from Schenectady made the trip. Albany.
Yeah, Michelle Greer trying to come around this corner guard with her second rock.
It looks good.
It looks real good.
It's going to bury, Dave?
Not quite going to bury, but she got it to the rings. And it looks like there's a little biter in the front of the park. Well exposed.
We can't quite tell.
Joe Phillips calling for a takeout.
By Roland.
With Roland's first rock.
GDVDH is what they tell us, the folks in Philly call them.
Yeah, we introed them at the start of the game with their full names, and now we'll just refer to them as Roland and Nancy or GVDH. It kind of slides off the tongue kind of nice there. Looks like he might be a little wide here. And he's going to go right by, unfortunately, there. Yeah, that rock didn't curl very much. Kind of nice weight, just kind of hack weight, but it didn't come over.
Kind of hung on the center line there. It hung on the center line a bit.
And
calling for a little bump here, you think?
I believe so. A little raised tap up here for Glenn Hours with his first rock.
Ooh, it's hanging on that line. Maybe get a little same thing. And we're going to get a
I think he's going to get a little split here. Might not keep his shooter. And it is going to stick around. So right now, early in the end, Peterborough has got 2 rocks in the park. And Philly will look to draw here. Roland with his second rock. Definitely trying to get one on the rings here, hopefully behind his blue guard.
Sweeping hard.
Looks like it's curling real well, too.
Can you get it by that guard?
A little bit light. The skip, Joe Phillips has jumped out of the house to help, so it appears to be light.
Well, they'll be able to use that stone, I think.
Well, it actually puts another safe corner guard up for Peterborough.
It does do that.
Now Joe Phillips looking to put another rock in the park here.
Yeah, behind that one on the top of the house.
Trying to keep the middle open and put another Peterborough rock in the park.
Oh.
Also looks a little light as Joe is out and helping out here.
It's not curling a lot there. A lot of room.
Clearly going to get it to the rings.
But it's wide open. Well, it's 12 foot. You think a little hit on the outside and roll.
Yeah, this end is shaping up like a damage control end for Philadelphia at this point. A good hit and roll to our left as we look down the sheet would be a good stone. She certainly doesn't want to leave it in the open.
Right.
But getting a yellow rock out of play is beneficial at this point. And she's throwing good weight here.
And hiding behind her stones would be up. She's not going to stick around.
Doesn't look like it.
But does she have 2? No.
Did get a yellow rock out of place.
Yep.
And now the vice for Peterborough, Sue Collins, will throw her first rock. See what Joe has in mind for her. Yep. And he'd like her to draw. Right behind both of those yellow rocks, if possible, would be an ideal spot for this rock.
Yeah, above tee, right behind that. Was the 12-foot yellow and the one above. Takes a long. You got to be patient when you throw out on this little tick. Looks a little heavy.
Sure looks like you're absolutely right. I think this is going to go through the house.
The line was good. I think if her weight was a little down, that probably would have worked well.
Yeah, an unfortunate miss there for Peterborough. And now Nancy with her second rock.
So we're gonna
see what Joe's going to ask her to do here.
I think he's going to ask her to tap. Thought that was the indication, but let's see.
Yeah, it appears like we're going to try and raise a blue rock into the park.
One of them.
Both about 4 feet outside.
Or what raise?
So she hit the outside rock and rolled over past the center line. not an ideal spot for that rock because the rings are still quite open for Peterborough. Now a decision to Joe Phillips. Does he keep coming the way that he was coming to try and get one in the park, or does he come the other way to try and get one behind the blue, and he's going to opt for that?
Yeah, he's going to opt for that. I think he's hitting 1 and 2, but he was the second rock's open now, so he's got to hide another one.
Trying to take advantage of this blue rock, which is in the 4-foot.
Actually, shot rock's open.
And this rock over curled a little bit. They might be able to get it on the rings just the same. And not quite.
Not quite, but it's that's guarding shot rock, even though shot rock's behind.
Yep, it's a good half shot there.
Yeah. So what are you going to do here, Dave, if you're Philadelphia?
He's contemplating drawing around to the outside. I'm not so sure coming to the center and blocking that port's not a bad. Yeah, that's what he's going to have to do here. There's a port between the center line and the blue rock on the right that if he can draw around there, he could feasibly be shot rock. But that ice looks like a lot of ice for that call, so I'm guessing he's going to try and tap his blue rock up.
And that will be a good shot if he hits it nose and he can guard his.
Absolutely,
yeah.
That would definitely be the idea of this one. And if he hits it off center a little bit, he still has a chance of coming behind the corners.
Right.
Which, although doesn't block the 4-foot, it does give him a chance to be shot rock behind something and make the other team play for 1.
Right. Lots of possibilities here.
Sure. Joe Phillips, first rock.
They've been playing very well. Both these teams playing very well this weekend. They're calling. They're sweeping hard.
Line looks real good. I'm not sure if he's got enough weight.
Well, it's open.
And they did not quite get it to the park. So a good throw, just a little light. And now Peterborough will go back to work on trying to get get their end in place here to get more than 1. Right now sitting 2 in the park, 1 in the very back of the rings.
And it looks like they're going to try to tap this yellow one up.
The beauty of this shot is he might be able to tap his yellow rock up that's not in the park and spin off and get his shooter on the rings too.
That would be a beauty.
Real skilled player. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Peterborough has been here for 5 years, and they've actually been in the finals 4 of the 5, if I'm not mistaken.
I think that's true. They won it in 2012. So they're very comfortable on this ice.
Absolutely. Andy Stazak, first rock. Having a little verbal conversation with his front end as to where he would like this rock to go. And now underway.
Calling the crew. I think that's a great. Not a lot of weight, but I think enough to push it in.
Oh, he actually just ticked off it and rolled.
Oh, there you go. There's your
to the rings. So that's
wow.
a really fortunate shot. I think he would have liked to got the other rock on the rings as well. Just didn't quite curl there. But Peterborough sitting 3 now.
So they're looking at the hit and roll inside on the yellow, or to come through and try to tap their blue. I think they're.
Joe Phillips is in a bit of a tough spot here. Peterborough sitting 3 with hammer. I think he's going to try and come through that little port where his blue rock is on top of the park and try to promote it with this ice. We'll have to see what he's going to throw. I'm thinking that's what it is.
That's what I think so too.
Good.
Well, really only has to touch the 8 and he'll be shot.
Runs the risk of hitting the
Promoting
rock
it.
thin and putting it into the open on this side. We'll say it's a tough shot here. Very crucial shot in the first end of our A final.
Well, and if he has too much weight, it's on the yellow. That's the other danger.
He's hitting it thin,
Ooh,
and he did set it right into the open.
he's not shot either. It's a tough coming through that.
Second
though.
rock, though, it's not a gimme. There's a very narrow port to come through here for Andy.
But if
And
he
he'll
hits
get-
it, he's
He's going to get 4
Or
if he
if he
hits what he
hits
can see.
right.
Real major opportunity here early for Team Peterborough to go up 4-0 here. He's lying 1 right now, so he's going to score without a big mistake. He's going to score a 1 for sure. But with a called shot here, he'll go ahead 4-0.
But we've seen some big swings this weekend.
Yeah, and certainly the shot is not a gimme. There's definitely enough room for the rock to get through, but there's probably 3 inches on either side of those 2 blue stones, so it's not a gimme.
These are the shots the sweepers are really intense. Because if they miss it,
This is an intense game.
yeah.
You know, for those of us who play this game, we know how difficult sometimes just a shot that looks like it's very makeable and very readable can go awry on you. Big shot here for Andy early in the game.
They're They're very patient. They're very patient. Oh boy.
He's still on the blue
I
guard,
think he's on the blue guard.
and he's just going to interfere with the guard. And
But-
we'll get his 1.
He'll get his 1. Just a little, it's a good shot, just a little too much room, I think, on that
So
one.
missed opportunity there for Team Peterborough. They did get 1, and I'm sure he's a little disappointed at that. And a major
Philadelphia's-
bullet dodge there for Philly.
Yeah. Philly's relieved a bit. It's that respiratory thing that we all have.
Yeah, the further away it is,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
Do I make you nervous?
Not at all. Not at all, Dave.
Bummer, I was trying.
Yeah.
Second end underway. Peterborough looking for a center guard.
Hey, Burgo Bunny.
And we see that we're getting some folks online here to watch our finals here.
Burgo Bunny, Utica 1 took 2 in the first end, just to give you an update.
Cindy Bush now her first rock. Looks like it's going to come right into the rings.
And Joe's going to bring it all the way.
In the back of the 4-foot here, actually well
Yeah.
into the 8-foot, back 8-foot.
Update on sheet 2, Utica 3, Billy Sewell's team took 2 in the first.
Over Team Lennon.
Over Team Lennon, but well, sheet 1 is the City of Brotherly Love play down here. Philly 4 and Philly 5. Paul Latour's team, Derek versus Derek Tomlinson's team, and it looks like Derek's team is up. Took a 3 in the first end.
Nice solid take out there from Michelle Greer.
Big smile.
Joe Phillips will try and take advantage of this high guard here and come around and bring one into the rings behind the corner. Line looks real good. Starting to curl now.
It looks a little hot to
Plenty
me.
of weight, absolutely.
It's gonna go through.
Gonna be shot rock.
Think?
Yeah,
There it
it's
is.
just behind the tee line, but it's gonna be a shot rock. Oh. Very nice throw
Yeah.
from lead Cindy Bush.
You can play with it, move it a little closer.
And now, oops.
Yeah, no, we can hear.
And now Glenn Hour's first rock. Looking to come and freeze down on this shot rock of Philadelphia.
Sweeping hard. Line looks good, though. Looks very good. Nice
Looks
wave.
like he's got a really good freeze here.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Might hang out just a little. Oh, it almost looks like it reversed handles there a little bit on him.
Oh,
And just unfortunately, just the last little bit, it looks like it lost the handle or stopped curling anyway. So Team Philadelphia's Andy Stazak just said put a positive handle on it to him. Team Philadelphia will try and cover up their shot rock here and sit 1-2. Second rock from Roland. Looked a little tight, but the sweepers held the line on it real good.
a little heavy, I think.
Looks like, oh, I think it is a little heavy. Might take himself out here.
I don't think he's going to take himself out. I think he's just going to take.
Wow. Worked out real good. They're both side by side in the back of the forefoot. Sweepers really held that rock well. Andy Stazak looking for Glenn Hours with his second rock to make a double takeout here and certainly at least get one of them out. The jam is here with the rock that's closest to the center if he hits them in the middle. Looks like it's hanging out there a little bit.
If he takes it, he'll get rid of one, but he'll roll away. We'll just
Oof, jammed in the back.
jammed in the back, yeah.
And an unfortunate shot there.
Well, moved him off the button.
Very wisely. Joe Phillips not going to chase this yellow rock behind the tee line. He's just trying to give some more protection to the blue shot rock.
Yeah, if he leaves that there, he has that's a nice rock for him to use later.
Absolutely.
A little hot again. Ah, the ice is sped up.
Sure looks hotter than I'm sure he didn't want. This is a possibility. It may go right through. Oh, it's
I don't
going
think
to chip off the yellow
chip
one.
off the yellow, but it's
Doesn't look like it outcounted. So the yellow rock is sitting shot 2 now. Not exactly what they had in mind.
this is Sue Collins' first shot, first rock of the end.
Andy just yelled down to her that he has to get it here.
She's had a nice draw wake all weekend, though. I think it's been on the outside. See how the weight is.
Plenty of weight. They're
Yeah.
sliding along like it does. Certainly doesn't need any sweeping.
No, it's actually pretty nice. It's going to go past the shot rock, I think. It's a little wide. Oh no,
Stopped
just
it right
so
on the
beautiful. Sitting right on the button.
Yeah, that's a good spot because there's all kinds of
Yeah.
blue rocks behind it to keep it from.
And what,
There's no way that rock goes out.
right. Push it back a little bit.
Always a little bit of a caveat to play the game behind the tee line.
We have a comment in the chat. David said it was GDVH. I think, didn't they say GVDH?
No, GD.
Was it GVDH?
GVDH, we asked.
Yeah, we asked them before, Dave, so
GVDH.
we have our first controversy of the day.
Maybe we misunderstood, but
Dave, I went with you. I changed their names. So.
We'll call them Nancy and Roland.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, okay.
Great folks from the
Philly.
Philadelphia Curling Club.
Oh, it's a little wide. Is he going to get a little? Well, that can't tell if the back one's. I still think the blue is counting, but Peterborough is sitting in a very nice position. Still behind the tee, though. I think it's behind the tee. There we go. We're going to go for a corner freeze.
You know, it's a funny game. There's certain do's and don'ts. You know, that no one likes to play the game behind the tee line, but sometimes you're forced to do that.
Yeah. Well, the end shapes up that way. That's what you do.
Yep.
So this is less weight, I think.
Sue Collins' second rock.
Looks good to me. It's got less weight here. She's going to freeze to this one.
Really working it over now to try and get it here.
Right. Oh, that's a beauty. Is it going to roll the other way? Well, it's going to be
Not quite, but it's not in a bad spot without the hammer.
right.
It's in front of the tee line in the center, and it's going to force Joe to deal with it, unless he draws around. Yep, he's going to go right to the button
Right.
here. Sitting
Well,
one behind the tee line, guarded.
He's asking Nancy if she likes that. He's calling for behind that, but he's saying a corner freeze to the top. Yellow isn't bad either.
Right. Second option. She's a little bit light.
On for sweeping right away.
Real finesse shot here.
Oh, a little light. Oh, it looks good. Ooh, cutting hard.
And a center guard with hammer. Little light outside the park.
So thank you. We have some clarification from our comment board. It was GVDH. We understood them earlier, Julie. So.
Okay, great.
Thanks for that verification.
They were runners-up in the costume contest last night,
Oh,
too.
really?
So they've had a really successful weekend.
So now Andy Stazak with his first rock.
I think Andy's going to try to push out the shot rock and sit 4.
Absolutely.
A pretty good crowd so far. That's good.
Excellent. We've got a bunch of folks watching the live broadcast of the Cobb finals here at the Utica Curling Club. We've had a snowy, wintry weekend here. And good curling weather.
It's been a bit cold.
And the folks that have to travel today will have it in their favor that they won't have to compete with the weather on their way home. Some of them were sharing with us that they were inundated with snow on the way down.
Also have an open house going on at the club today, so good crowd here watching the games and over in the bar area I see.
Andy Stazak with a nice opportunity here to take control of the end with his first rock. Left-handed thrower with his out turn. And looks like he's got a real good shot coming here. Real
I think
good
he's just gonna
shot.
come right down to it. Bump it a little, and he's sitting. Oh, it's beauty.
Came up a
Oh,
little
no,
short.
they let him.
Came up just a little short.
Ooh.
Tough read there. It appeared to the sweepers like he had enough weight for the shot when he let it go, and it checked up and didn't quite get there, but it's in a good spot to either tap up the next time. And just threw it. It's always a little bit of a bad feeling when you're sweeping a rock for somebody and they're throwing a draw and you leave it a little bit short.
Terrible feeling.
You know, and sometimes when you're judging the weight of those rocks, some people time stones, some people don't. The difficulty of timing rocks is that everyone has a different delivery.
Right.
So it's hard to. People who've played together for a long time have more of an advantage when timing stones for draws than those who don't.
Yeah, I find if somebody's timing and is relying on the watch, I'll if I'm the other sweeper, I'll watch the rock rather than time.
Sure.
Because, you know,
Get another perspective.
you get another perspective, get a little feel.
Big shot here from Joe Phillips, sitting one, and
He's
would
gonna-
love to be right on the button here behind
cover.
behind all these stones that are in play here. Line is real good. It's curling hard now.
Good call.
And he did get it
Great
by.
call. Great call.
Looks like a super shot here. And it went past the tee line, but I can't tell if it's shot rock or not, but he's certainly sitting 1 and 2. But he leaves the door open. The fact that he came past the tee line, he's going to leave an opportunity for Andy Stazak to come down and sit on him and make him play for 1.
And a hard one, too, because if he does sit directly on him, you have to... He won't quite cover the button, but Joe will have to cover the button.
And there is an opportunity. I don't think he wants to leave it too high either, because there's an opportunity for Joe Phillips to push it between the two blue rocks and still score
Right.
3. So I think you want to come down and freeze right on this blue rock. Real great game so far. There's been a couple of really big there was a big opportunity in the first end, and also an opportunity for Philadelphia to get them right back here.
Update on sheet 2, Utica 3 took 2 in the second, so they're up 4-0 after 2.
Andy Stazak with his last rock, second end.
Looks really good. It's got to come in a little bit. It looks a little hot. Ooh, here it goes. Here it comes.
It's definitely by the guard, and this is going to be mission accomplished for Andy. Very nice shot. Should
Nice
come right down
shot.
and freeze right down on this rock.
Great
He
shot.
made a beautiful shot. So with that kind of a shot and that freeze now, Joe Phillips has got to play for his 1 here. Great throw.
I think he has to come a little to the inside of that rock. Well,
Just right down to it.
yeah.
This is last rock of the end.
Yep. I was trying to tell from back here. Yeah, I think just right down to it.
And Joe Phillips with a chance to tie the game. Bit of a chess match thus far between 2 excellent teams. Certainly got plenty of weight. It's really curling hard. They've got to go hard for line now.
Oh, they got to go.
And I'm not sure they're
I'm
going to
not
get
sure
this.
they're gonna-
Oh,
oh,
they
yeah,
did get
they
it by.
by.
What a great sweeping job there. Wonderful shot. Great team shot. Well swept, well thrown. Might have been a little narrow. The sweepers held it.
Right.
We got
Great
it.
call on the sweeping though.
Tie score after 2.
Got a little excited there. I was calling sweep 4.
Safe travels.
Burgle Bunny update. Burgle Bunny Utica is up 2-1 after 2. Over Burlington 3. That's going to be a good game over there on that sheet. Update from sheet 6. Richmond Hill, Tony Baxter's team, is up 1 over Brockville, Karen Mahan's team. Mahan or Mon? Mon?
Mon.
Mon. Okay. I should know this because Karen's here every year, but I mispronounce it one way or the other every year.
And Cindy Bush's first rock made 4 or 5 feet over the hog line, just off center. And now Michelle Greer for her first rock.
Philadelphia 4, Paul Latour's team came back with 2 in the second, so it's 3-2. Tomlinson 3, Latour 2 after 2.
And Michelle Greer's second rock is going to go right to the button, I think, or no, top of the forefoot.
Sheet 5 update. That's a C event. RCMP 4, Cameron Ashton's team is up 1 over Nashua, Daryl Dinsdale's team, and Nashua has a whole lot in the park. Looking very good for Nashua this end. I think they're counting 3. We'll see what happens. We're on Skip Rocks.
And back to the A event here. Cindy Bush looking to come and freeze down on the rock that's on the top of the forefoot.
It's curling. It's
Looks a little wide.
A little heavy.
A little heavy, but not bad though.
A little tick.
In play in the back of the 8-foot. Andy Stazak calling for Michelle Greer with her second rock to come and tap this blue rock out. Not sweeping. This rock is a little wide. And I think she's still going to chip it out. May not keep her shooter. And she did keep her shooter. Worked out real well.
Nice.
Curled just enough at the end to
yeah.
take that rock out and stay in the back of the park. So Team Peterborough again is setting up a multiple end here.
So Skip Joe Phillips is calling for a nice little backline takeout weight and just a flop behind his own guard. Good call. And when you're stealing, you're trying to get in behind cover. Is that a
Kind of left it out. It might tick it over. No, it might get enough of it to get it out.
I don't know if it has enough weight. It's gonna,
Quite. It wound up on top of the other rock, so it sort of takes that yellow rock in the back out of play.
Yeah. Well, and now the shot rock is behind the tee, so it's a good result for a shot that wasn't the called shot.
Absolutely. Glenn Hours' first rock. Looking to draw behind this blue guard. Andy would like to sit 1 and 2 here at the end of this throw. Hopefully with one behind cover.
Weight seems nice.
Not curling though.
It isn't.
Curling very, very, just not finishing. Nice weight. And it's going to go back to the top of the forefoot.
Oh.
Almost the same shot for Roland here. A little finesseful light takeout here.
He's a bit wide.
Rock's certainly outside.
A little touch wide, I think.
This one's going to go by, unfortunately, for Roland.
Very weight sensitive. If you're up at all a little bit, you're a bit wide, it's going to stay out there.
Big opportunity again here for Team Peterborough in the third end. Glen Hour's second rock.
Sitting right, 1 and 2 right now.
They've been throwing rocks down this line all end, and they're just not finishing.
They're going a little bit deeper than they want them to also.
Yep. Try and get a little separation here and not leave them with the double, but the double is
Double's there.
right there, side by side.
Although there's a jam. I think she's going to freeze. I think he's going to have her freeze right to the. So he's going to wants her to little tap on the inside of the rock and flop over to the other yellow. Freeze on that yellow.
Real crucial shot in the end.
Weight seems very nice. Now let's see if it's going to curl back. Ooh, staying on the outside again.
Nothing's curling on this line.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Actually, stay up on it.
Yeah, pretty much knows.
Yeah. Weight was great.
Yeah, we're not seeing a lot of curl right there.
Asking for the same shot. Andy's asking for the same shot that Joe just asked. Sue's delivered her rock. I think this is a touch heavier than Nancy's. Let's see if it curls at all. There it goes. That one curled. They just jumped on it. Oh, there it goes. That's the shot he wanted. Got a double, though, there, Dave.
Well, I think you got to throw the double now.
Right.
Yep.
I apologize. I'll be updating sheet 5. Either they posted the score wrong or something, but it's 2-1 now after 2 on sheet 5.
Yeah.
I'll have it up to date.
Oh, she's inside here. Unfortunate miss here for Team Philadelphia. Now a little inside. She's going to take the guard out of the way. Now Andy Stazek. I think he's probably going to want to move these yellow rocks around a little bit.
Little tap.
Yeah.
Little tap, and he'll be sitting 4.
Or he could guard. You're still leaving the other team available. Yeah, he's going to
Guard.
He's going to guard.
All right, our scoreboard
Or not even touch them.
Is accurate right now.
He's going to come out of the way. He's going to go away from the center.
Yeah, his team has convinced him to guard.
And I guess the idea there, too, if you're throwing a guard and you're a little heavy here, it might not hurt you to just move that top yellow one and split them a little bit.
If you don't freeze down to the back blue, which is what the call he called, then you left that wide open double.
Very nicely thrown. Finally got one to curl on that line. And like you said earlier, it is very weight sensitive. So with that kind of guard weight, the rock did finish and it curled. So that's the secret there. So now Joe Phillips has a big opportunity to cut Team Peterborough way down here. If he can come right down and sit in corner freeze and sit right on the shot rock, would probably be the ideal throw here.
Right. He really just wants doesn't want to bump it, doesn't want to give Team Peterborough a chance to pick him out.
This is a very fun game to watch. It's
right.
bit of a pressure cooker I love curling games where every rock seems to matter. Joe Phillips' first rock here. And number 3, our A event final of the Marie Cobb. Boy, and he real tight line here. I think he's on the top one.
I think he's on the top one too. That's not good.
Unfortunate miss there for Joe.
Oh, for all the Utica fans, whopper. 9-0 now after 3 ends over on sheet 3.
Utica 3.
Steal of 5 in the
Steal
third
of
end.
5 of the third end.
Back to our feature.
It looks like Andy Stazak is going to opt to cover. There's a port to get down to the 2 rocks on the 4-foot. I believe he's going to try and draw into the park. It wouldn't hurt him to be touching the rings here.
Not at
Boy,
all.
he's going to make a hard shot for Joe on his last one if he executes this. Just looking for a little biter here, I believe. Not too far into the rings. Basically taking the center away, which is not common practice when you have the hammer, but again, under the circumstance of the end, it makes perfect sense.
I get a little tap here.
It's not what he's hoping for.
No?
Mm-mm.
No, here's the nice.
He's going to get it, but he's going to roll to the middle,
Right. It's going to roll.
and it's going to work out.
Well, you do leave. You leave a double.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely, the double's there. And the beauty of it, if he hits it just right,
can get
he
3.
might be able to roll underneath that
Yellow,
stone
yeah.
that's on the 4-foot on
Right,
the left here.
Right.
And give it some shelter and be shot rock. So a big opportunity here for Joe Phillips as he's looking at 3 right now for Peterborough.
Is there any way for him to get a triple out of that? I don't think so. I'm looking at the angles.
It's possible. Totally possible. I don't know that he gets enough of the rock in the back
yeah, I
8
don't
foot
think so,
to
yeah.
get it, but it certainly looks like it's possible. I think Joe would walk away from this very, very relieved if he can just double them out and sit 1.
Yep.
On it right
Off,
away
off,
and then
off,
off. And now on it hard again. He's certainly coming through,
Looks like he's got it.
and it's going to jam. He hit it a little bit too
pretty good.
thin.
But
He
got
doubled the other
two,
one
but
out,
yeah,
so
yeah,
it was
yeah.
fortunate.
That's a nice shot.
There it was, yes.
Yeah.
Good call on the triple there, Julie. You saw that. Unfortunately, he didn't hit quite enough of the first rock to get that one as well. So now the beauty of that shot is that Team Peterborough is playing for 1.
No, they're playing for 2.
I don't.
There's a blue back there. They can play
Yep.
for 3.
Blue is second shot.
Oh, blue is second shot. So he could play for 2.
He could play for 3 if he can pick that blue out without touching the yellow behind it. It's hard.
So it looks like I'm not sure which way he's coming. If he's drawn for 2. No, it looks like he's going to try and do the shot that you called. And just come down and tap that blue rock out and sit 3. If he hits too much of the blue rock, he's going to take himself out in the back, but he could still get 2 out
You
of
still
it.
get 2 out of it.
Correct.
Really would have liked to see that triple, by the way.
I'm sure Joe would have as well.
Yeah.
Flop over here. I like it. Looks like a fairly, you could make this shot, worth the risk. Oh, just
Okay, there you go.
Just play with the.
Yeah. Okay, the one on the left.
Burgle
tap 'em.
Bunny, update on sheet 4. Utica 1 is sitting 5, and Burlington 4 is sitting, or Utica 1 is 5, and Burlington 4 is 1.
So
After 3 ends.
And he stays that last rock in end number 3, looking to score 3. Chip out the.
What do you got
blue
here?
stove.
It's looking good. Oh no, I think he's gonna.
Boy, the sweepers held it real
We'll
well.
see though. That's gonna.
He's gonna do it.
Might have it.
No, it's gonna
No,
jam
it's gonna
them both
jam.
out.
Yep.
So got us 2.
Guys, too.
Great end.
Great end.
Good shot there.
So we like in an A final.
First multiple end of the thus far 3-end game, and Peterborough is ahead 3-1 over Philly.
Julie, Dave, could you guys run down the events on the other sheets? Like what events we've done? I don't have that on the board.
Sure.
What is sheet 1, the event?
Sheet 1 is Philly. Oh,
Just the event.
The E event.
Yeah, if you want to introduce the teams, that's fine too.
Except that I have the wrong Philadelphia team on here.
Which is it? Philly 5
Versus Philly 2.
Philly 5 versus Philly 2. Okay, so that's not the Latour team?
Nope, I don't think so.
Okay, so we'll get that corrected. Sorry, we know there's some Philly fans out there in the chat room. So.
Yes, that's our fault. It's
So
Tracy
just
Schickel's team.
Okay. So that's the spelling right where. Okay, yeah, I remember Tracy from last year.
Yes! Hurry!
And it's 4-2 over there. They just hung the score on 3. With a hammer. Tomlinson Rink just took 1. They're through 3, and Tracy gets the hammer back.
Yep, Tracy gets the hammer back. That's sheet.
We
That
are-
is event E.
Okay, so that's one of our consolation events.
On sheet 2, we have the D event, which were the losers of the A semifinals, and that's Utica duel there. But it looks like Utica 3 has that well under control at 9-0.
Yeah, we said that. Now we see John and Laura out there subbing this week on that team.
No, those are their teams. They didn't play together this year, huh?
No, John and Laura played down this year.
Okay.
Yeah, they did. They just didn't make it in. And I remember they did the stream of the mixed finals with me. But I saw John earlier. He said he was picked up as a sub. So
Great.
I just don't recall who the original members were that they replaced.
So as we've been calling, it's Peterborough versus Philly 1.
Right, we have that one.
We have that one on
just,
sheet.
just wanted to see the events if we could on 4 and 5. I just didn't get those.
4 is the B event.
Okay.
And that's Utica 1's 5, Burlington 2 is 2, and they're starting the 4th end. Sheet 5 is the C event, and that's RCMP 4 versus Nashua. And then on sheet 6 is our F event, which is Brockville, who just took a 4 in the second end. So it's Brockville 4, Richmond Hill 1, 2 after 3.
Okay, and I have the skip names up there, so back to our feature sheet. I'll get the scores updated on the board.
I apologize to Philly. I realized I had the wrong team out there, and I just didn't have time to correct it. So, but I had fun with the Latour team, so we played them.
So Philadelphia has hammer, and the 4th end here after Team Peterborough scored their deuce in the 3rd, and now Glenn Hours. I don't believe there's any rocks touching the park here yet. Andy looking to take this blue rock out that's in just off the 4 foot
You need it?
outside the park. He'd like to keep this rock here for a corner guard. It looks a little wide, but not bad. Gives him something to come behind. I take that back. Now he doesn't have the hammer, so he was looking to hit and roll to the center there. My faux pas there. Now Joe's probably going to use that rock to come behind, being that he has the hammer.
Yeah, Joe has two nice guards right now. They're not his color, but they're working.
Roland's first rock. Trying to draw around behind a yellow rock here.
No dice. No dice.
And came up a little bit short. Whoops.
Oh, just. Yeah, what? There it is.
There it is.
It's
Gotcha.
just a cable.
Gotcha. No, I'm still
A
not
little
there.
screwed up. Really?
Still not there.
How about now?
Nope.
Better?
Nope.
Are you this one or are you this one?
I'm not sure. Yep, that's
That
the
one.
one.
Can
I
you
think
hear it
that's
now?
one. I can't. No,
Nope.
still not,
Okay.
not there.
We'll get it.
Okay. There we go. Good. Yeah. Thank you. Doug Smith just fixing a little audio technical difficulty there. Back with you. Better clearer than ever. And Joe Phillips will again attempt to try and get behind these corners. Set himself up for a multiple end. A little more weight from Roland this time. And it looks like it might be heavy. Yeah, it's real hot. And Andy will get this rock through the park. Unfortunate miss there for Roland. See what Andy chooses to do here. Thank you, Julie. And he's going to tap one of these rocks up to the outside here. Looking to get something on the rings here. He'd like to tap this rock behind the guard and get in the park and have his shooter roll to the center to block the rings. Good shape. Sue Collins now. Looks like she's got good weight for the shot. It looks like it might be over. It's over curling on her. And I'm not sure it has enough weight to get it in.
I don't think
No.
so. I don't.
Set it right there. Right on that white line. Use this if you need it louder. Okay, you know what I'm saying? If you don't hear yourself loud, it's probably just this.
Yeah, I can't hear you at all.
Yeah.
In your okay, gotcha. Okay. And now Nancy trying to draw one around here. Still going for that. Boy, the rocks are really starting to curl coming this way. And she's certainly on the guard.
Well, they've been curling this side of the sheet. It looks like sheet two. Our sheet two is our D event is over early. I think Utica 3 just defeated Utica 5, and I think Utica 5 really never got out of the gate, so they decided it's time to come off the ice and
Enjoy the rest of the events.
Yes, enjoy the rest of the events.
Sue Collins now looking to attempt the same shot that she just tried to throw the previous one. Looking to get something on the rings here. We're down to vices without any, no granite and paint.
Looks a little hot, don't you think?
Mm-mm.
You don't think it's hot?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I'm sorry, promote.
Real good.
That's great.
Great shot. Did leave it exposed, but nonetheless, Team Peterborough does have a rock in the park. Big opportunity here for Joe to get hit and roll in either direction would be good.
Right. You'd like to go behind his guards so that he can really avoid a promote or a raise takeout.
Going to get a hit and roll here. And a beautiful, beautiful shot from Nancy. As she came under the yellow guards here. Great shot. Opening up the door to score more than one.
Peterborough, what they're going to try now is a race takeout. That's why you try to roll the other side in this case, but either side works.
Sure, you're forcing the other team to make a shot.
You're forcing the other team to make a shot. If you roll the other way, you're a little safer, but whenever you make them have to make a shot, you've done your job.
The fact that the rocks are outside of the park on this side, even if you came around that way, the other team without the hammer could still draw down it and take it out of play.
Absolutely.
Here it's just a different shot.
Yep.
The other one would have been a freeze. This one's a raise takeout. Semantics of curling. Andy Stazak attempting a raise takeout here. And number 4.
Looks pretty good from here. Ooh. Yeah,
Unfortunately, I think it overcurled.
Yes, I think it did. So now he's going to draw it. So Joe's going to draw to the other side.
Unfortunate there, a little late with the sweep on that one.
So you have to. So Philadelphia's discussing now. There's Joe has 2 skip rocks. Andy has 1. Andy has a center guard up now. They're trying to decide: do we draw it to the wing? Because Joe's next shot is either a draw or tap up his center guard. So you're thinking, what if I do X? What is the skip going to do in the next shot?
Maybe early in the game like this, in a close game, if he does split the house, maybe Andy gets brave and tries to draw around his guard and make use of his center guard and try to draw right to the pot.
Roland very wisely staying at the other end of the ice.
So it looks like he's opting to guard his shot rock here.
Well, depending on where he puts it, if he guards his shot rock and makes Andy's next shot is going to be drawing to the top 4 if Joe guards his shot rock.
Unless he leaves him a double.
Right.
Real line call here.
Yeah, line's very important here.
Yeah, I'm uncertain. Maybe he's just, I didn't see him tap like he was drawing here, and that would be an okay call here as well, to come behind the yellow rock and go to the top of the 4 foot.
I think they're going to go to the, looked like they were going to the 12 foot.
Line's great. Starting to bend now. And he is drawing.
No, they didn't want to go too deep, though. Okay, hard now.
You want to come half behind that yellow one if you can. Great shot. Yep. Did not second rock, but it does protect. It appears to protect shot rock. You certainly can't. The double's certainly not
Right,
there.
the double's not there. Update on sheet 4. After 4 ends, it is Utica 1-5, Burlington. Burlington 3? 2. I'm just going to go by the last names. It's Bob Mon 2, Mike Kessler 5.
So now
The Kessler rink in complete control of that game so far.
Andy looking for, this is kind of a real, this will be a real nice shot. He's looking to make a double yellow run back on the blue rock.
That is a pretty shot.
At least I think that's what he called.
And
Mm-hmm. Last end or last shot? Okay.
yeah, he was gonna run back on the last shot also. Just over curled a bit.
Andy now trying to make a double run back here. Looks like it's got a chance.
Looks very good, actually. Beautiful shot. Oh, great shot.
Beauty. Absolute marvelous shot from Andy Stazak. Now Joe Phillips will be forced with a run back here for his 2.
And this is you can't hit this too. You have to hit it pretty solidly. If you hit it, if he's a little wide, it's going to send it right over the top. Yeah, we're all struggling with little respiratory issues here this week.
Not me. Only from screaming last night. Joe Phillips, big chance here. After a beautiful shot by Andy Stazak.
Looks good. Got it hard. Do they have it?
He's all over it.
It looks good.
He's all over it.
He's got it.
Yep, beautiful shot.
Beautiful shot.
Joe Phillips saving his end there and getting 1. Absolute great shot. After 4 ends, the score is Peterborough 3 and Philadelphia 2. Well played game. Fun to watch.
So I took a picture of both teams as they were lining up today. I'll have that up for you. Just a second. Today's the 22nd. Right?
It is, yep.
It is a 22nd.
Okay.
Telling
we
you,
go.
we can't wait till March because it's too cold here.
There's a picture.
Oh,
of both
that's
the
nice.
teams
That's
lined
so
up. Yep.
Both of the A final teams posing together for team photo there.
And our MASH themed Bonspiel this year.
Center guard being put up here by Cindy.
Sliding a little bit. Sliding into the rings.
Yes, it did. Andy will ask Michelle to take this rock out. I think they... Utica 3 clearly celebrating their victory.
Yes. So we have on sheet 5 an update, which is the C final. They're in the 4th. And after 3, it's RCMP 4, Nashua 2.
Nice takeout there from Michelle Greer, removing the blue stone and rolling to the 8-foot on the side. Now Cindy Bush will try and throw a center guard, I believe.
Looks good.
Very good shot.
Great center guard.
She's celebrating her well-placed center guard. Andy's going to try and move this rock away from the 4-foot and roll behind with just kind of heavy draw type weight here. Wow, it's really curling hard.
A little tick. Ooh, it's curling
Looks
very
like they
hard.
might get it by, though. Oh, they got it by. A little heavy. It's going to go to the back of the park.
Yep. But that'll be usable for Philadelphia.
We see the Tomlinson rink over on sheet 1 putting up a steal of 3 and number 4, so taking a commanding lead over there in that game.
Joe looking for a hit and roll here. Love to wind up behind his blue rock.
It's still a little, it's a little, here it comes. Here it comes. I don't think he's going to get the roll. Oh. Oh, yes, he is.
Nicely thrown
Nice
by Roland.
shot. Yeah.
Also celebrating his cheery Roland.
Yeah, people, they were very patient on that rock.
Now smartly, Andy will try and get rid of the center guard to give himself a look at the blue shot rock.
You might get 2 on this. You might get both of them.
Just looking to get rid of it. Mission
Yep.
accomplished there.
Roll his away. Now he's got a nice look at the shot rock. A little tap or a little guard. Now the guard's getting. Out there a bit. He's going to try to go behind it.
A little heavy.
Yeah.
Splitting them wouldn't be a
Splitting
bad
them,
thing
yeah,
here.
Splitting them.
Not bad at all. 1 and 2.
No, 1 and 2. Yep. No double there, or a very hard double.
Glenn Hours now.
Ooh, Nashua, RCMP 4. Cameron Ashton's team just took a 4-ender on Nashua. So I think it's 8-2 if they have to wait till they hang the score, but that's what it looks like from where I'm sitting.
Glenn Hours now looking to remove this rock and roll over to the other one. Looks like he's got a pretty good chance of doing it.
Sweepers are holding it very, very nicely.
And they're going to sweep this as hard as they can to get it over. Not quite, but a good throw. And good shot from Glenn. Would have liked to roll it right over on top of the blue one if they could, or freeze it.
should come up on that.
Wow, went right by it. But Joe must have seen that was going to happen, so he opted to just get the other yellow rock
Yep.
out.
Yep.
It was one of those either-or shots.
Yeah. That was a bullet. Nancy threw a bullet, though.
Now Andy will ask Sue to remove this blue rock and
Sit two.
sit two. Well, ideally, I think you'd like to roll to the left here and try to get underneath that
That yellow.
that yellow rock
Yeah.
that's way out in the 12-foot.
Just getting people's minds. Ooh, it's curling now, but I think I'll just hit nose or off. Oh no, it curled right at the end. Oh, that's a double. Gotta be a little careful here, because remember this. If you throw up weight on this line, it kind of floats a little bit.
Yep, good call. Joe just tapping his elbow, looking for control weight here.
Oh, streamed that very quickly.
Certainly inside.
Yep. So you get one.
Looks like it's going to chip the top one out. Okay. Yep. Looking to split the house here is Andy Stazak with Sue Collins' second rock, fifth end, in a well-played curling game.
But I just put all my stuff in. Oh, that's okay. All my purpose.
Sweepers took a peek at their watches and opted to sweep it. And Joe's actually coming out of the house to help as well, so the rock is obviously a little bit light.
They're carrying it pretty far.
Looks like they definitely got the rings.
They got the rings.
And well swept, well read, well thrown. Peterborough sits 1 and 2. Tough double.
As Julie referred to, RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police Club out of the Ottawa area, big steal of 4 in the fourth end to pretty much sew up, well, not sew up that game, up 6 through the halfway point. All these games at 8 ends this afternoon.
Looks like Brockville also stole one in the fourth end to go up 5-2 over Richmond Hill 1. So that would be Karen Mon's team over Tony Baxter's team.
First skip rock here from Joe Phillips.
And he is going to try that. He's going to try to take out the the rock on the 8-foot and roll over.
Yeah, I did have that hammer correct on sheet 6, so it is. They took one with hammer there, Julie, and then hammer flips back over to Richmond Hill.
Yeah, the ideal scenario for this shot would be to come right to the center line after the.
Has Julie seen it? Julie, have you seen our new scoreboard, our left side scoreboard?
I have not.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So people are seeing the scores in real time.
That was my fault. I had the binoculars. I'm looking at down the sheet.
Yeah.
Oh, nice shot.
No,
There you go.
Just that I have the hammer graphic that everyone
Okay.
sees. So
That was a pretty good shot. Just didn't hit it quite hard enough to get it out.
and hello to Roger out there in the chat room.
Yeah, kind of a tweener shot there from Joe. It curled a little more than they thought,
Right.
and it overcurled a little bit too much to get the double. So now Joe,
Andy.
or Andy, pardon me, will probably opt to split the house up here again and play for his deuce.
So I'm announcing all these, and they can see it in real time.
Yeah,
Oh,
I should
thanks
have told you that.
Yeah, thanks for.
I should have mentioned. That's why I brought it up an hour after the broadcast.
I'm just going to look at your scoreboard now. I'm not going to try to look down at the other scoreboard.
Looking to get this on the rings. They watched it quite a ways down the ice, and I'm not certain if they're going to get it to the rings or not.
Yes.
And they just
They
yes,
did get it on.
do.
Grabs a
Oh,
biter.
wow.
So
Good
tough,
sweeping.
no double possibility there.
Yeah. Ticket sales went way up on that shot, Brian. So a good shot.
Yeah.
Sitting 1 and 2 for Peterborough. And tricky, the ice changes time to time. The sheet next to them, the folks just left, so sometimes the ice slows up a little
Right.
bit, and that might have been an instance of that.
So it looks like we have a. Looks like they're shaking for the E event, and it looks like Derek Tomlinson's team is the winner of the E event.
That's
Philly
on
5.
sheet 1.
Yep,
Sheet
Philly
1,
5.
yep.
Okay, sorry, I didn't have that.
Joe Phillips looking to remove one of Peterborough's stones. He'd love to stick around here.
Not curling.
Doesn't look like his shooter's going to stay. And it did not.
Nope.
So now Andy Stazak has a wide open draw for 2. Rock underway here for
Last rocket in number 5. Been listening to Vic Router all week, so
looking to take a 3-point lead here.
They're sweeping.
It's already ahead
Looks
by
pretty
2.
good to me.
Sue's jumped out to help out here.
Well, they don't want to leave them short.
Brushers are on. They are on for his 2.
And clearly made a nice shot there,
Yeah.
Andy, to go ahead 5-2 at the end of 5. Well played on. Big smile from Andy
Yeah.
Stazak.
So an hour 28 into the broadcast, the opening ceremonies took about, I'd say, 10 minutes. So $1.18 to play 5 ends, good pace.
Absolutely.
Right on that 2-hour pace. So no time games here in this event. So right on the 2 hours for 8 ends, and two games in the book so far, with a big lead over on sheet 5, as you can see on our board, by our Canadian friends from the Ottawa area. The update on sheet 4, we do have a Burgle Bunny update. Ooh, a steal of 1. A steal of 1 for Burlington 3 to inch back into that game.
They're
Now 5-3 after 5.
Burlington 1 sitting 1 in the back of the house, but
Burlington 3.
Burlington 3, I'm
Yep.
sorry, on sheet 4, sitting 1 in the back of the house. Going to try to guard this, but I think they've left it wide open.
Yeah, we're just into opening rocks over there.
Yeah.
So if we get some delay, we get some time difference in the games, we can show you the house on sheet 4 as we get towards the skip stones. Hi, Bob, out there in the chat. It says, "Hey, Dave and Julie, did we get a good turnout for the open house?" I did speak to Pete. He said he got a few signatures as of within the first few hours. No update, Bob, as far as I know. It was running from 11 to 2, I believe. So still a lot of time. But we did have some folks come out. Good crowd here. just starting the sixth down in our A event final here. Peterborough up 3. Philadelphia with a hammer.
Andy's having Michelle take out the blue stone in the back. He's sitting one right at the top of the 4-foot plate. It's a little wide. Slowing down though here, it might just freeze.
I'd say this is probably a pretty crucial end in the game here for Team Philadelphia to score, hopefully a multiple, but
Right.
Certainly got a score here to put a damper in things.
No.
Joe's
Look at that. Good. One of the highest we've had all year.
Nice.
putting up a guard. He's sitting second shot right now. He just wants to put up a guard. He's setting himself up to score multiples. Being very patient here. So Andy's taking a look at this.
Well, that blue rock that was just thrown is not really doing the other side.
No, right.
Not doing, it didn't really guard it. Or you can go in the middle here, either or. If you draw and
Come
take
back
to the blue rock, if you're on top of the blue rock, you obviously take it out of being
play.
the scorer.
Right.
But he's opting to throw another rock in the center. I believe that's a wise choice.
Keep him above the tee. I mean, this rock.
I'm glad you're enjoying it, 517 out there. 517 Heavy G said this is giving us a shout out for the stream.
Nice.
Thank you.
Just joined the joined Bucks County Curling Club. He says this is awesome. So
Well,
Welcome.
fantastic.
Enjoying it.
Thank you. We have fun doing it. Hey, Dave.
Absolutely.
Joe's being very, very patient.
And this game is such an excellent game that we can't clown around too much.
Right.
Sometimes we get games that are a little lopsided.
Yeah.
And we start clowning around and
Most times.
doing our Saturday Night Live
Right.
routine. But
Right.
we'll
Yeah,
stick
that's
to
right.
we'll stick to the serious end of it. Congratulations. Could just congratulate Liz Nolan, vice for Utica 3, who won the
D
D
event.
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 Congrats.
Yeah.
Team Sewell.
Won the D event about an hour ago. I think. So 517 Heavy G. Also, you can get your curling fix. I don't know if you have it. If you have ESPN with your provider, all the Scotties and Breyer are on ESPN3 this year. In fact, the finals are being played today at 3 o'clock and 8 o'clock. The bronze and the silver medal game.
Yep.
3 and 8 today. Yep.
On ESPN.
Yeah,
ESPN 3. You
Three.
can stream it on your computer, or if you have a smart TV or Apple TV or
Roku.
It's great.
Yeah, it's my Roku 3 player. It's in perfect high definition.
Yeah, my
So
my
it's
Apple
great.
TV is
Yeah,
fantastic.
It's awesome.
Nice
This
shot.
rock is over curling, I think, a little
Well,
bit.
no, it's going to bump a little bit.
Anyhow, it's still got the job done to cover to guard.
So do you think you do the try to take double right here, get rid of the guard? He's trying to get that. He's trying to get another one in there before he deals with this one in the front.
Yeah, we're just going to have to see that strategy unfold. I'm not sure.
Oh, heavy.
Sweeping hard to get it by that high guard.
I think
And
he's
it looks
putting-
like it is by.
Yeah, but it also looks a bit heavy.
Mhm.
But
Second rock.
we got second and third now.
Andy's going to throw another. Oh, he's going to take this one out. Okay.
This is very easy.
Good device stones.
Yeah, so this is
Very promotable rock for Team Philadelphia.
Right.
Soon to be erased by Sue Collins if she makes her takeout. And she's a little wide.
A little wide. It's got to come over. This will be if the. Uh-oh. This may help Philadelphia. I'm guessing it's going to help Philadelphia more. That's going to help Peterborough. Oh boy.
Unfortunate miss there for
That was an unfortunate miss.
Sue. Opened the front end up
Right.
pretty much completely and shoved a blue rock behind guards for second rock, I believe. I can't tell who shot from here. Looks like the yellow rock is still shot.
I believe the yellow rock is still shot, but Philadelphia's sitting 2, 3, and 4. 5 and 6 for Peterborough, but this just opened up. Gave Philadelphia a great opportunity to score multiples.
Ideally here for Joe, I would think he would want to hit that rock and roll right between the yellow and the blue rock
absolutely,
on the right
I think so.
And rolling away wouldn't be bad either, as
No,
long as
no.
it's out counting. You know,
Yeah, rolling away
a
to the other
counter.
yellow, yeah.
It's not wide.
Oh boy.
Sure got a chance.
It's got a great
great
chance.
looking shot here. They can hold it. It's a real good looking
Oh,
shot.
it's a nice shot. It's going exactly where he wants it to go. Very nice shot.
Wow. Beautiful hit and roll.
Beautiful. Well, he's got it.
Left the corner available
Yeah,
there.
left the corner and it left a.
But there is a jam here on the one
Right.
in
Yeah,
the back.
that's what I'm thinking. Right.
Yeah, you'd like to have that roll another 6 inches or so,
Yeah,
right?
it'd be beautiful.
Directly in front of it would have been ideal, but still a great shot nonetheless.
Well, Philadelphia is now sitting
Or even-
4.
Even a hit and roll the other way would have been good too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Sue Collins trying to get rid of some blue rocks here as a good end is shaping up for Team Philly.
This looks good. This looks nice. Oh,
Maybe overswept.
I think I'm a little bit overswept.
It's starting to hook now though.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Oh, didn't remove anything.
No, and it pushed that rock behind. Unfortunate shot there. So it's shaping up for a big end for Philly right at this moment.
So where do we put one now, Dave? On the other side? Yeah.
I think
on
so.
the other side, yeah.
Anything out counting anywhere in the rings
That's right.
on this side.
Sitting 5 makes the others get very, very nervous.
Sure, well, it sure looks like it's going to be okay. Heavy maybe.
Wanted to nick that little one, though. You wanted...
Oh,
no,
it's going to
not.
work out good.
Thanks.
He's hoping to hit that rock, I believe.
Yeah, could have played towards the backing there.
Yeah,
but
just a little heavy and went
Yeah.
through the rings.
That's what she was doing, but unfortunate. Little opening there, but still not much. Look at that.
Yeah, he's going to
With
sit
it.
down. Yeah. Andy's like, I'm going to take
Damage mode, right?
Damage mode right now. Let me get
Sure,
down
because
to
if he
those-
can be in front, if he can out count all these 3 rocks, he completely takes them out of
3-point
out
lead.
of
Look
play.
at the scoreboard, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
8 end game. If he gives up 1, even 2 here, he's in good shape.
Also looking for the little wick across. No, he's looking to draw down. Draw down, sit on those 3 in the back, and he gives up 2 at the most. And he's still up 1 with the hammer.
Still both skip rocks to throw.
Utica 1 just scored 1 in the 6th.
Hammer goes back over to Burlington 3. Through 6 ends, Utica 1 in the B event. Up over Burlington 3 by a score of 6-3.
Andy Stazak, first rock, 6th end. Damage control shot here. He's looking to come down and sit on these blue rocks in the back and basically out count them all.
Yeah, he's going to do that.
Looks
Ooh.
like he's got a good shot here.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like he has it.
Well, be a little sticky. Go.
It's a
Gotta
little
sweep.
light. It's
Oh.
a little light. It fooled them again out
Oh.
there. The ice is a little frosty out there. Now we're playing out in the on the outside of the sheet, so the ice tends to be a little frosty because you don't throw many rocks on it. And unfortunately for Andy,
Could have
he's
been heavy too there. I mean, no,
correct.
no arrow short. That's
Yep.
the mistake.
Yep. An unusual mistake from Andy here.
That's not a. So Joe's like, I want it over far in the ring so they can't wick and roll way over to our rocks.
Absolutely. I believe you want this as far away from the rocks that are already counting as possible. And he's going to force Andy to make either a tap on the rock that he just threw or freeze to something. But he is up 3.
You want to be careful. You don't want Andy to be able to. You want him to, if he freezes to you, you want your 2 in the, at least 2 of those in the back to outcount him. Uh-oh. This is not heavy. This is not heavy.
Not very straight either.
You go off the sheet.
Yes.
Yeah, well.
Weight would have been there, but unfortunately, that is.
I think they needed to sweep a little. Sweepers needed to sweep a little earlier.
And
Keep it
Andy's going to come over and look at the shot that he just left himself for. Very promotable rock.
Yeah, I mean, that's.
A lot of what ifs in curling. It's easy to
Yeah.
call a game
Right, sitting
and
here.
say this shoulda, woulda, coulda, but
I mean, what are his other options, Dave?
right. I'm not sure what
Maybe a
Andy
corner-
could have done.
Could he corner freeze here on this one now?
No, I mean, for him,
Tough.
Yeah, I know, but just which is the tougher? That's what I. This promotion takeout.
Yeah,
or,
and you never, if you're Joe Phillips, you never would want to cover. I don't think you would want to cover that yellow rock up,
Yeah.
and play
No.
defensive like that with a pile of rocks in the park. But if Andy sticks one here, then you say, well, maybe he should have did it.
no, he called the right shot. Absolutely, it's easy for us to. I think the call was great.
Yeah.
A little more weight here this time from Andy.
This is his last stone of the end. Hanging out
Still
there.
wide, but you know what? Even
He's
if
gonna
he
get,
chips it over,
he's gonna chip it over into the shot rock.
Is he gonna get an?
Oh yeah,
Okay, let's see. That's gonna.
great outcome.
it's a great outcome for him.
Sit
He's
2.
got, yeah,
Second rock. Now he's just playing for 2. It's a
Not
great shot.
removable.
right.
Absolute great shot.
Yep.
That
So he
was
came
not desired, but a good
Yeah.
plan B
Came
outcome.
right back and made a great
Right,
shot.
right.
Good saver, end saver there. Do you cover that up the first time?
No,
If you
you
cover
do.
it up? Yeah, because I'm not sure where Andy could have put a rock if Joe covered that rock up. There was really nowhere to hide it except to come around this way
Right,
and
right,
try
right.
to free. It's a tough shot.
Yeah, corner freeze on it. Or
Yeah.
Last stone in number 6, Joe Phillips, still with a chance for 2.
Come on, you got to get it there.
Well, brushers are off. Weight looks
It
good.
looks heavy.
Needs to dig.
Oh, it's gonna dig. It's
Yeah,
gonna dig.
nice
Nice
draw
shot.
from
Nice
Joe
draw.
Phillips.
Very nice.
Tightening the game
Nicely done, says Vic.
up. And a
Great
6
shot,
ends.
great
Watch
shot.
17 draws of that man, and it's just voice gets in your head.
Peterborough 5, Philadelphia 4, and Peterborough will get the hammer back.
Right.
7th end coming.
Philadelphia put a lot of pressure on Peterborough there. That was a very, very good end.
Yeah, it's been great for those in the Canadian area saying, what is this guy talking about? They don't have TSN down there. We have ESPN3 is simulcasting all the Season of Champions events this year down here in the States. So,
Yeah, we're loving it.
yeah, it's awesome. First time ever, so we don't have to watch draws on the web like 2 days later.
Right.
So it's been great.
Cindy Bush looking to set up a center guard here at the beginning of the 7th end. Again, it's 5-4 Peterborough. They just got the hammer back after a score of 2 from Joe Phillips.
Slides a little bit into the ring. No, I guess, yeah, just touching the rings. Not a bad shot. He's going to take it out, though.
Very nice shot.
Yeah.
Very well played game by both teams. We're really getting a treat here for our A final.
It's a nice corner guard, too. Just biting. So it's calling for another center line guard.
A little heavy. He's going to go right to the button, it looks like, even back 4. Yep.
Landy calling for Michelle to take that out. Maybe roll a little bit away. So roll the other way, but well, that's nice.
Right behind the guard.
Yep.
Pretty much 3/4 in the open. Joe will opt to freeze down to this rock.
Yeah, good call.
Ideal spot for it. Roland's first rock.
Say the last name for us again, Julie and Dave, just for those they may be joining.
Garrison Vanderhoop.
Garrison Vanderhoop?
Yep.
Hoop, okay. That's why we have it abbreviated. No room for that possible.
GDVD.
No.
GVDH.
GVDH.
Dutch. Roland, very colorful curler.
A lot of fun.
Absolutely. As most of the folks are around the curling shed.
That's right.
So Peel attempt here.
Solid game here from Glenn Hours. Looks like he's a little wide and
He's going to get the peel. He's going to take it.
Oh.
Ooh. Well,
leaving the door open for the draw here and freeze.
Yeah, not the outcome you were looking for.
A little more weight. It still looks
like to me. Not too bad.
certainly
Okay,
going to overcurl.
It's going to overcurl on this one. Are they holding it?
Nope. So more troubles for Team Philadelphia here, as there's still 2 Peterborough rocks, 1 shot rock in the back 8, and Andy will elect for Glenn with his second rock to take this rock out. Can't roll too much to the right without taking the rock out in the back, but could roll to the center. Could roll right on into the forefoot and cover up shot rock as well.
No, it looks good.
Yeah, he's going to have a little hit and roll. It's going to cover up the shot rock nicely. Very
Really
good shot
nice.
from Glenn. Been solid all game.
So what was he thinking, Dave, on that? We're trying to peel that blue one out in the last shot before. He was just keep no guards in play at all,
Right.
right?
Right.
That was
Right.
his feeling, right? Okay.
If there's if Philly has no rocks out there, they can't
Yeah.
score anything, and he'll have the whole house. So they're going to take out that front rock, and if it curls enough, they could. It's close.
Just off. No, she could get a double
Oh,
here.
yes, she could. I think
Not
not
quite.
quite.
Not a bad shot though.
Oh,
Good
no.
good outcome.
Good outcome with that shot. Well, it looks like sheet 5, the C final is over. And RCMP 4, Cameron Ashton's team, Marge LePage, Jerry LePage, and Christine Ashton, our C event winners this year. Congratulations to them. Nashua, the Daryl Dinsdale, Nancy Dinsdale, Nathan Church, and Brenda Church had a great run this year. Always like to have Nashua come down. Very supportive of us.
Well, she took the blue rock out and took herself out too, but Peterborough's still sitting 2.
So Dave, vice rocks. Do you freeze? Or do you
I
try
think
to
so.
hit and
No, he's somewhere in front of the.
the
As long as
yeah.
you're in front of that rock, it's good.
Yep.
Nancy with her second rock, or second stone.
Whoa. Got to curl a lot. It's a little heavy.
And unfortunately, went right by it. Through the park. Just a little heavy and a little wide.
Didn't need any sweeping.
Huh, interesting call here from Andy. He's not going to cover up.
Oh, that's
His,
well, but it's behind the tee. He's
shot
gonna-
rock.
Yeah.
Nice throw here from Sue.
Looks like really nice weight.
T-line weight, maybe.
Gonna grab the 4 on the other side, maybe.
Yeah, right to the T-line. Very nice
Oh,
throw.
really nice. So now you got to make a play on that one. So Joe's been in this position a lot today, where he has to hit one and roll over to the other,
Yes, he has.
and he's done a great job. But both skips, when the pressure's been on, they've been making their shots. Perhaps that's why they're in the A finals.
Big shot here from Joe Phillips. Looking to hit and roll right across the 4-foot circle to the other side of the 4-foot circle. No sweeping yet.
No
He's still
sweeping.
outside.
He's still-
Looks like a nose hit. A little outside. Yeah, nose hit. So no roll. Did get a Peterborough stone out, but sits wide in the open. The way Andy's called this end, I think he'd like to hit and stay there,
Right.
or hit and roll away from the center. Force Joe to make a perfect freeze on that rock in the back. try to make Andy play for one.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, a steal is probably not going to happen without a big mistake. Curling's a funny game like that. If you're hoping for your opponent to make a mistake, the mistakes usually never come.
Oh, no. You
Gotta
you
control your
usually
own
make
destiny.
You make the mistake. Looks like in the F event, Brockville was victorious over Richmond Hill 1. Ooh, that's hanging out.
Yeah, in lieu of being light, it's going to stay on the rings, though.
Right.
So he's sitting 3 all spread apart. I think he's going to force Joe to draw down. Freeze down to the rock in the back, maybe, and make him play for one. That's the ideal shot,
right.
I think, under the circumstance.
No, he's
it looks like he's going to hit and roll.
All right. This will be fun.
Fun for who?
For us to watch.
I don't want to throw it.
No, me neither. Dave.
I'd be freezing down to the back, but that would be my... Oh, and Utica 1 is victorious on sheet 4, so...
Yeah, we were going to give you a look at that house, but...
They brought him back.
Yeah,
Well, they end up scoring 4 or more.
Team Kessler, the B event winners. Ann Stolman, Kevin Stevens, and Karen Rogowski. Congratulations to them.
Okay, needs a big hit and roll here.
He's got the hit.
Boy, good looking so far. Is it going to be?
And it's going to skitter by,
good
unfortunately.
try, though.
Needed
Great
a little more of the hit.
Right.
Needed a little more of the hit and didn't get it. So
Yeah.
this is a big opportunity to kind of put a dagger in the game here. If he scores 3 here, they will be up 8-4 coming for home.
Well,
Yeah, I was with Julie there. I like the freeze on that. That's tough for a club player, right?
well,
Tough shot.
he almost made that shot, so
Yeah.
He just needed a little more of the. He
little
needed to
more.
hit just a little more
And
of
if
the
he
rock.
takes 2 of those out, he sits.
Oh, the double, sure, but
Yeah.
that's
And
Anyway.
you got to throw what you're most comfortable with.
True, and you wouldn't want to actually make the double there. You would want to hit and
And
roll on
in
top
half
of the other
it.
rock.
Right, you wouldn't want,
Because it'd be exposed and he's still playing for 2.
Right.
anyway. Last rocket in number 7, a draw for 3.
Looks real good.
Looks really good. Yeah, I think Joe went for the I'm only going to let you take 1 and knowing that
Yep.
if he's down 2 coming home with
And that's 3.
that's 3, that should probably be the game.
And the handshakes are happening here
Right.
on sheet 3.
Right. So
Team Peterborough is victorious and our
2015
Cobb winners.
Cobb winners.
Nice hit cheer
Yeah,
and a
that's
big
the final.
smile from Andy Stazak, as their team was very, very good today. Team Philadelphia, no shame, really played a good game. A couple of unfortunate breaks turned the tide. But congrats to Andy Stazak, Sue Collins, Glenn Hours, and Michelle Greer, our A event winners, and A event runner-up winners Joe Phillips, Nancy Garriston Vanderhoop, Roland Garriston Vanderhoop, and Cindy Bush. Congrats on our
You want to go
A
through all
event
the
runner-up.
names, winners and runners up, or Julie?
Sure. I know which one's what. Oh, great.
Why
Give me
not?
that.
Just before
Yeah.
we sign it off about
All
10
right,
minutes
so
before we
for
normally do.
okay, so we want to thank everybody for coming, and I'll start with the F event.
So we already did the A, so why don't you go right to the B?
The B is Utica 1.
Utica 1,
Mike
victorious.
Kessler,
Yep. Go.
Ann Stuhlman,
Yep.
Kevin Stevens, and Karen Rogowski over Burlington 3. Bob Mon, Kim O'Malley, Mike O'Malley, and Kim Vanderveld.
Okay.
The C event, RCMP 4, Cameron Ashton, Marge LePage, Jerry LePage, and Christine Ashton over Nashua, Daryl Dinsdale, Nancy Dinsdale, Nathan Church, and Brenda Church. The D event, Utica 3, Bill Sewell, Liz Nolan, Gary White, and Laura Jacon over Utica 5, Mike Lennon, Donna Caleo, John Jacon, and Bryn Davis. The E event is Sheet 1, is Philly 5,
Yep.
Derek Tomlinson, and Drummy, Jay Russick, Tracy Marcotte over Philly 2, Tracy Schickel, Kevin Stayer, Jane Stayer, and Ian Alexander. And to finish up
F event.
our F
C6.
event, Brockville, Karen Mon, Bob Jordan, Colleen Quinn, and Brian Lawless over Richmond Hill, Tony Baxter, Jan Mednarich, John Mednarich, and Judith Baxter. So it was a great 2015. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Dave.
Doug,
Thank
thanks
you,
again
Julie.
for,
Yeah, thank you.
knew you
Coming
weren't
on.
feeling good.
Yeah,
Thanks
yeah.
for putting on a great broadcast.
No problem. Just want to remind everybody our next, well, we got to give them a hand here in the warm. They're just walking right by Broadcast Central here. We'll get their photo up for you one more time, both teams.
Thanks for having me, and everybody have a great day.
Yes.
Okay, so I can state we'll be on the air. We're going to try to be here next Saturday for the Glengarry Challenge, for the Friday Glengarry Challenge next Saturday.
That's great.
Yeah,
I'll be watching you from Washington.
Okay. So, and also after that will be the Branch Colts, a 5-year and under bonspiel for the 8 GNCC teams, 8 teams from Quebec, 8 teams from Ontario, competing in that, and we'll be hosting that event. We'll have wall-to-wall coverage of that event starting Friday morning, running through our Sunday finals. So anyway, for Dave and yeah. One second. We have a question here in the shed. I'm sorry. So anyway, for Julie Shinatry, Dave Craig Nolan. This is Doug Smith. So thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.